right now they're starting to set things up on the stage, and later tonight it will be the most soulful musician and magician this side of Michigan, BØRNS, at Electric Factory. Hello, sir. How are you?
That was a nice alliteration there.
Yeah, I didn't even plan it. It just kind of happened.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those, maybe the magic's rubbing off.
Yeah.
I didn't know that until recently, that you were a young child magician.
Don't believe anything that Wikipedia says.
Really? That's not true? That's in like a couple different articles. That's not just Wikipedia. That feels like it's been sourced.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just one of those things. It's a popular interview topic. But yeah, there's always just those things that just like I can always hear them coming.
Sure.
You know?
Well,
it's
yeah. It's like magic. Do they do treehouse and then magic, or magic and then treehouse?
It's like, tell us about the treehouse that you built
right
in LA, and then it's like, tell us about Taylor Swift.
Yep.
And how you guys are getting married or something. You know, it's always very convoluted.
Yeah. No, she liked you on Instagram, so of course you guys will be together forever.
So we're together forever.
Cool.
And then tell us about how you were a busking magician as a child, supporting your family in a caravan.
About the magic, what was it? Was it like close up, like card trick magic?
Yeah, it was a good amount of close up magic. I also had a larger scale show that I did at like kids' birthday parties and and just like larger events. And yeah, it was just kind of a fascination that started with, there was like some magicians in this town that I grew up in. They had like regular gigs at restaurants, and I was just really fascinated by that. And I was like, well, why don't I have my own gig at a restaurant?
Sure.
I'm like 10 years old, but
why
like,
aren't you a magician?
Yeah, and I was already like studying it and like kind of building up my repertoire. So once I got a good amount of like tricks in my bag, I started going around to different restaurants, and I was like, hey, you guys, how about I do magic for like 2 hours here on the weekend?
Is that a thing? I
And
didn't
then
know that.
Yeah, and I had what, restaurant magic?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like I didn't
You've
know.
never seen it?
I remember as a kid like them coming up and going, "Do you want a balloon animal?"
Right.
But I don't remember the pick any card kind of
Right.
thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was. I guess I don't know. I guess it was a thing. It's always one of those things where it's like, oh, I'm gonna go out and have a meal with my family, and there happens to be a magician that's walking around. Like, that's such a cool bonus, you know?
That is cool. I never thought of it that way. That's great. Now I'm kind of upset that more of my meals don't have magic
I
involved.
know. It's just like, it's a nice little hors d'oeuvre, but and I really like the challenge of it, because a lot of the times people just thought I was like trying to sell them like candy bars or something.
Right.
I'm walking around a restaurant with a nice buttoned up shirt and like my hair like parted, and I'm like, excuse me,
Yeah.
hello, and everyone at the dinner table's like, what is this kid trying to? And then I'm like, how about that? And they're
Right.
like, whoa.
And you were 10.
Yeah, and sometimes they're into it. Sometimes people are like, no, we don't want anything to do with anything that you're trying to do right now.
Right.
But then like they would kind of warm up once they saw other table. I was doing magic at other tables, and people were like, oh.
So, how long have you been out of the magic game? Is it something that you will still practice every once in a while?
Yeah, it's still fun. I mean,
Like, if I had, like, a deck of cards here, is it, like, would you be able to bust out a card trick? Is that something you could still do?
yeah, I'm pretty handy with a deck of cards.
Okay. I wish I don't... I actually do have a deck of cards.
I knew it! So, well, here we go. Oh, sorry, that just happens sometimes. This is an ordinary deck of playing cards, because if you gave me a trick deck, that would be trying to magish a magician, and that's...
Yeah, I would never.
You can't do that.
I wouldn't do that.
Very bad things happen. Similar to if you Google the word Google, your computer will explode.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Okay.
Fact, actually.
So here we go. Got these two cards here. Remember those? All right, got them? Got them?
Yeah.
All you need to do is just tell me when to stop.
Okay. Stop.
Okay, I'm going to slide one of those little hush puppies in there. Tell me when to stop one more time.
Stop.
Okay, sweet. Swing. There we go.
Swing.
Give it like a.
You can tell that you were a 10-year-old magician. That swing is one of your catchphrases.
I also found a Wayne's World VHS in my basement once as a young kid, so that stuck with me.
Right, and that's magic in itself. Like when a Wayne's World VHS just pops up.
Yeah, that vernacular is just kind of embedded in me.
Totally.
So anyway, they're in there somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Now all you need to do, people, is here we go. Just concentrate on the deck. Yes. Here we go. Okay, did you see that? They're almost starting to slide out. Hold on. Give them a little help. Oh, there we go.
That's it. Wow.
There you go. All right.
That's impressive. Well done. You still have it. You still have the magic touch.
Still got it.
Tonight at the Electric Factory, this tour, how's it been going so far? I mean, you've had a while now to sit with these songs, and people have gotten them, and now, I don't know. This is not your first trip out with this batch of stuff. How does everything feel? How's it feel out there?
It feels really good. This run has been pretty amazing so far. We played we sold out the biggest venue that we've ever sold out so far, which is in New York. So that's cool. Yeah, it seems like everyone's excited, singing along, which is nice.
Cool.
We got a new sort of backdrop that we're using that's kind of this it came from like an old oil painting of these like sea nymphs kind of bathing on rocks, but when you shine different lights on it, different images come out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a just like an optical sort of.
You're like a magician even with your backdrops, aren't you?
Yeah.
How about that?
It's always happening. Yeah.
And is there more new music coming soon? Or you're working on an album right now, right?
I've been just like pretty much just on tour like since the last album came out.
Totally.
So I've had little bits of like one day here and there when I'm off in LA to get some ideas down just demo wise. But once I'm done with tour this fall, I'm gonna like get in the studio and be in there for a while.
That's
so
awesome.
yeah.
I'm excited to hear it, and excited to see you tonight at Electric Factory here in Philadelphia. You can saw me in half, and we'll play more Is That Your Card here.
Is this your card?
It's BØRNS. Thanks so much, man.
Absolutely. Cheers.